Phase 1, stabilize, rebuild safety and energy floor. Phase 1 is where your system starts feeling younger. The goal is simple: lower baseline arousal, stop stimulus leaks, deepen sleep, and raise HRV so recovery gets faster. Think safety first for your biology. When your body believes the day is predictable and the load is right-sized, HRV climbs. That's the floor we're rebuilding. Start with the daily anchors. Anchor 1, light before screens. Within 10 minutes of waking, get outside for 2 to 5 minutes, even if it's cloudy. Natural light sets your circadian clock, lowers sleep inertia, and makes tonight's melatonin arrive on time. If you can't go out, stand at a bright window. Do this before you touch your phone. Anchor 2, protein in the first 30 minutes. Eat 20-30 grams early, eggs, yogurt, tofu, leftover chicken. Stable blood sugar reduces mid-morning cortisol bumps and shrinks those 2-4 a.m. wake spikes. You'll notice calmer starts and fewer snack-driven tab grazes by day 3. Anchor 3, 2 breath in gaze downshifts, 5 minutes each. 1 mid-morning, 1 mid-afternoon. Use nasal breathing with a slightly longer exhale, 4 in, 6 out for 2 minutes. Then do near-far gaze for 1 minute, thumb at arm's length for 3 breaths, far point for 3 breaths, repeat. Finish with a minute of box breathing, 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. End each cycle with the sentence, "I choose to because," tied to your next action. These micro-resets cue parasympathetic tone, release visual tunnel, and give your brain a control signal. Over a week, watch recovery latency after interruptions shrink. Now the environment. If you're environmentally sensitive, and many high performers are, you're processing more sensory data than you realize. Build a sensory sanctuary. Start with light, avoid overhead glare, use a soft desk lamp, position screens to reduce bright contrast. Sound, closed back headphones or a simple pink noise track, door signals so people don't surprise you. Visual field, clear the 1 square foot you work in, hide messy stacks out of sight. This isn't decor, it's nervous system load management. Lower sensory load, higher HRV. Input pruning is next. Put friction on novelty and remove friction from focus. On your phone, delete one social app from your home screen, keep it in the app library. On desktop, install a blocker that limits tabs or time on your top 2 distractions during work blocks. Create a focus dock, 1 note app, 1 browser window with only what you need, 1 timer. Same tools every start. Predictability reduces cognitive threat. Structure your starts. Pick a consistent start window, even if it's just 20 minutes. Same place, same soundtrack, same pre-start ritual, water, 1 slow breath, open the dock. Predictable starts tell your nervous system, "This is safe, we've done this." You'll feel initiation latency drop without pep talks. Sleep is the payoff engine. Set a 2-step downshift. 60 minutes before bed, screens to warm and lights dim. 30 minutes before bed, no inputs, no news, no inbox. Do 1 minute of nasal exhale emphasis and 1 page of a boring book. If you wake at 2-4 a.m., don't grab your phone. Try the 4 in, 6 out breathing for 2 minutes, then a gentle body scan. You're training your body that nights are for repair, not problem solving. Social safety helps more than you think. Pick 1 accountability anchor, a friend or chat, to send a single line each morning. "I choose to because," with your first block. That's it, not a play-by-play. The point is chosen action under witness. Autonomy and safety in 1 sentence. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't cut caffeine cold turkey. Taper the afternoon dose first. Don't overschedule day 1, 2 downshifts, 1 meaningful block, done. Don't chase a heroic detox from all dopamine. We're tapering novelty, not purging life. And don't ignore sensitivity signals. If bright light or office chatter spikes your irritability, fix the environment before blaming your mindset. Here's how to run a stabilized day. Morning, light protein 3-minute reset, then your first start ritual. Mid-morning, 5-minute downshift before switching tasks. Lunch, leave the screen for 5 minutes even if you eat at your desk. Afternoon, 2nd downshift. Late day, quick review, HRV if you have it, initiation time on your first block, cravings tally from 1 hour. Evening, 2-step downshift, in bed on time. Let me show you exactly how to score progress this week. Look for 3 shifts. 1, your HRV trend nudges up or at least stops falling. 2, your recovery latency after small interruptions gets shorter, you settle faster. 3, your initiation latency on the first block shrinks by a few minutes. If those move, keep phase 1 steady. If not, increase environmental safety. reduce light and sound spikes, push the second downshift earlier, and tighten the bedtime window. A quick micro story. Last week, a client who couldn't focus moved her lamp, added pink noise, and ran the 2 downshifts. Her HRV stopped seesawing, and her first block start time dropped from 18 minutes to 6 by day 5. Same work, younger system. Run stabilize for 7 to 14 days. When mornings feel calmer, starts are quicker, and wake spikes fade, you'll be ready to rebuild the focus circuit in phase reward 2. Prediction. Phase 2 is where deep work starts to feel safe again. The goal is simple: shorten initiation latency, cross the focus inertia window, and make effort feel rewarding in your body, not just in your calendar. We're going to use structure, cues, and tight rewards to retrain dopamine prediction so your brain bets on effort, reliably. Here's the core block you'll run: 13-minute ignition, 27-minute focus, 5-minute downshift. That's one 45-minute arc. The 13-minute ignition exists for one reason. Most of us need 23 minutes to transition from thinking about the task to actually being in it. If you design for that bridge, depth becomes predictable instead of lucky. Let me show you exactly how to run ignition. First, same start ritual every time. Water 1 slow nasal exhale, open the file you'll work on. No prep wandering. Then tee up the smallest action that touches the real task, cursor in the paragraph, IDE open to the function, problem set on the first question. Set a 13-minute timer. Your only job is to stay physically with the materials. If your brain argues, say, "I choose to because." And name the smallest reason that's true today. Learning a skill, helping future me, clearing a blocker. That autonomy cue lowers threat just enough to keep you in place. Now the 27-minute focus block. Same environment, same soundtrack, no switching. During minutes 11-23, expect the itch to check something. That's the inertia window. Don't white-knuckle it, give your brain micro-certainty. Pick a tiny sub-goal you can close in 5 minutes, finish the sentence, test the function, outline 3 bullets. Closing it gives you a competence hit right when your system wants novelty. If you remember nothing else here, remember this: close micro-loops inside the inertia window. Common mistakes show up here. The first is outcome-only rewards. I get coffee if I finish the chapter. That pushes dopamine to the horizon and leaves your present effort starved. Instead, tie micro-rewards to completed micro-steps. When the 27 is done, stand, breathe 4 in 6 out for 4 cycles, sip water in the sun, note 1 skill you used. It's simple, but it links effort to satisfaction right now. The second mistake is state breaking between blocks. Don't open socials, don't check news, don't rearrange your desk. Your 5-minute downshift is not a novelty buffet, it's a physiological bridge. Run 1 minute of nasal exhale emphasis, 1 minute of near-far gaze to release visual tunnel, then 2 minutes walking or gentle stretches. Last 30 seconds, set the next ignition cue. Write the first line you'll type or the exact test you'll run. Then you're back in. Cueing matters more than motivation. Use sameness to reduce threat. Same place, same soundtrack, same start line in your doc. It's not boring, it's predictable, and predictable reads as safe. If you work in multiple locations, make a portable cue, same playlist, and a small object on the desk that signals focus mode. Your brain learns faster with consistent signals. Track what matters. 2 numbers, initiation latency and micro wins. Initiation latency is stopwatch from I'm starting to hands-on task. Micro wins are the closed loops you finished inside the block. Put a tiny tally where you can see it. When you see, started in 3 minutes, closed 4 loops, your brain updates its prediction. This routine leads to wins. Over a week, that drops dread and shortens starts. Let's talk streaks. Visible streaks help, but not if they become brittle. Count ignitions completed rather than days perfect. If you do 1 ignition on a messy day, the streak lives. You're rewarding the circuit, not the calendar. Break a day, no drama. Your rescue plan is a 2-minute setup. Open the file, write the first ugly line, run the first easy test. That's minimum viable momentum, state change over progress points. What about breaks? Protect the state you built. Between 2 focus arcs, use low dopamine, body-first resets. Step outside, eyes on a far horizon, slow exhales. Save novelty for planned windows later. Remember, you're replenishing effort-linked pleasure, not numbing effort with quick hits. Now a quick micro story. A med student I coached kept bailing at minute 12. We added a 5-minute sub-goal right at 10 minutes, outlined 3 steps for the question she was avoiding, and an immediate skill snapshot at minute 27. Identified pattern, set up spaced recall. Within a week, her initiation latency dropped from 14 minutes to 6, and she cleared 3 arcs a day without dread. Same hours, different prediction. Troubleshooting. If you keep failing ignition, your task might be too abstract. Make the first action physical and visible. If you keep breaking in minutes 11:23, you're starving competence. Shrink the sub-goal further. If you finish the 27 and feel flat, your micro-reward isn't linked to effort. Shift to body-based resets or immediate skill labeling. If music distracts you, switch to neutral pink noise or silence. The point is consistency, not vibes. How many arcs? Start with 1 to 2 per day in week 1 of Rewire. Add a third only if HRV is steady and you're not spiking cravings between blocks. Cap it on bad sleep days. 1 arc done is a win. You're training a circuit, overloading it just re-ages the system. By the end of this phase, you'll notice faster starts, fewer mid-block escapes, and a quiet satisfaction after work. That's your brain learning that effort is safe and rewarding again. Next, we'll expand capacity without aging the system. Phase 3, expand, stress inoculation, and sustainable velocity. Now that starts feel quicker and effort feels rewarding, we can raise capacity without aging your system. The goal here is simple. Increase the load you can handle while keeping HRV stable or trending up and recovery latency short. Think of phase 3 as intelligent stress, small, well-timed doses that train your vagal brake to resolve arousal faster. We'll work in 3 lanes: physiological stressors, cognitive complexity, and chosen social arousal. Dosed right, these become practice fields for your nervous system. Dosed wrong, they become landmines, so we use rules. Physiological first. Add 1 to 2 hormetic stressors per week, never on sleep debt days, and never stacked on the same day as an intense work sprint. Start with zone 2 cardio, 30-45 minutes where you can nose breathe and talk in full sentences. 2 sessions a week build aerobic base and raise the ceiling for recovery. Once per week, add a brief VO2 peak, 2 to 4 rounds of 60-90 seconds hard, with full recovery between. That spike teaches your system to surge, then settle. Optional, 1 short cold or heat exposure weekly. Cold can be a 30-90 second cold finish to your shower. Heat can be 10-15 minutes in a sauna if you have access. The point isn't heroics, it's practicing the shift from up to down. Watch your HRV the next morning. If it drops sharply and stays down, you overdosed. Pull back. Cognitive load next. We'll increase complexity without collapsing safety. Use progressive ramps. Take a skill you've been building in Rewire and add 1 notch of difficulty with a bigger recovery buffer. For example, if you've been doing 2 focus arcs on editing, introduce a 3rd arc on outlining a new topic, but place a 10-15 minute low dopamine reset between them. Or shift from single-file coding to integrating 2 modules, but keep the same cues and add a 5-minute plan before ignition. The principle is simple: harder task, stronger scaffolding, longer buffer. A pattern that works well is 2-1 waves, 2 weeks modestly up, 1 week deload. During deload, keep your ignition habit alive but drop total arcs or swap 1 arc for peer review. For physiological stressors, maintain zone 2 and skip peaks. Deloads keep your system trending younger instead of seesawing. Social arousal is the quiet accelerator here. Pick low stakes, chosen commitments that nudge you without threat. Examples: a weekly public build log with 1 screenshot, a 5-minute show and tell in your team channel, or a small study group where you demo a concept you learned. The rules: it must feel chosen, it must be brief, and it must happen at a predictable time. You're teaching your body that visibility can be safe. If your HRV tanks the next day, shrink the stage or shorten the window and try again. Your weekly review becomes your governor. On Friday, glance at 3 things: HRV trend versus last Friday, perceived recovery latency after tough moments, and cravings between blocks. If HRV is flat or up and you're settling faster after spikes, you're greenlit to keep the same dosing. If HRV is down and cravings are up, you're red lit. Cut a stressor, add an extra downshift, and simplify next week's complexity. No shame, just dials. Let me show you exactly how to place these in a week. A simple template. Monday and Tuesday hold your heaviest cognitive work, 2 to 3 arcs, no physiological peaks. Wednesday is mixed, 1 to 2 arcs plus zone 2 later in the day. Thursday is your VO2 peak day if sleep is solid. Keep it short and leave the evening quiet. Friday is lighter arcs and the social nudge, a brief share or demo. Saturday optional zone 2 or a short heat session. Sunday deload and unplugged reset. If sleep goes off any night, skip the next day's stressor automatically. That rule protects the trend. Between all of this, keep your stabilize anchors alive. Light before screens, protein early, 2 micro downshifts. Expansion rides on stability. If you feel ego tugging you toward more, remember the metric that matters is bounce back time, not bragging rights. Common mistakes to avoid. Stacking stressors, VO2 plus cold plus 3 arcs is too much. Chasing highs, if you finish a peak and crave more, that's a sign to stop, not double. And neglecting sleep. Expansion without sleep is artificial progress that bills you later. Another mistake is adding novelty between arcs, because I earned it. That confuses your dopamine system right when you're trying to link effort to quiet satisfaction. Here's a micro story. A founder I coached loved hard intervals and cold plunges, but his HRV stayed suppressed and meetings fried his focus. We swapped to 2 zone 2s, 1 short VO2 set on Thursdays only, and a 5-minute public roadmap update on Fridays. He kept 2 daily downshifts and moved planning before his hardest arc. In 3 weeks, HRV leveled, his post-meeting recovery dropped from 18 minutes to 7, and he stopped doom scrolling between blocks. Same ambition, safer dosing. Troubleshooting signals. If your morning HRV is down 2 days in a row and you feel wired tired, strip all peaks for a week and run stabilize-only days. If your cravings spike after social shares, the stage is too big, shrink to a private check-in. If your focus falls apart after adding complexity, you skipped scaffolding, add a pre-arc plan and tighten your cues. If you remember nothing else in Phase 3, remember this: you're not proving toughness, you're training responsiveness. Dose stress so you can resolve it quickly, protect sleep, keep anchors, and use your numbers as dials, not judgments. The weekly operating system. Let's turn the phases into a week that runs itself. Think of this as rails for your younger nervous system. Clear anchors, predictable starts, and deliberate stress dosing. We'll map stabilize daily, rewire into blocks, and expand in careful pockets. Start with the template week. Mornings hold your focus anchors, afternoons are for admin, midweek is for creative lift, Sunday is your deload and reset. Monday and Tuesday, most reliable deep work. Run 1 to 2 rewire arcs before noon, 30-minute ignition, 27-minute focus, 5-minute downshift, then move admin and meetings to the afternoon. Keep your stabilize anchors alive first. Light before screens, protein early, a 3-minute reset before the first ignition. Protect these like meetings. Wednesday is your mixed day. 1 to 2 focus arcs in the morning, then zone 2 cardio later, 30-45 minutes nose breathing pace. That's your hormetic dose for resilience without frying your circuits. Keep the evening quiet so HRV can rebound. Thursday is your optional VO2 peak if sleep was solid, 2 to 4 rounds of 60-90 seconds hard with full recovery. Place it away from your deepest cognitive block. Mornings for 1 arc, peak in late afternoon, early shutdown. Friday is lighter focus and social arousal. Do 1 clean arc, then a 5-minute public share, a build log, a short demo, or a what I learned note. Make it chosen, brief, and predictable. That trains visibility as safe. Saturday is optional zone 2 or a short heat session. Sunday is deload. No peaks, minimal novelty, unplug for a few hours, and a 20-minute planning ritual. Now the priority triad: 1 deep, 1 build, 1 maintain. Each week choose. 1 deep, the single outcome that truly moves your world. Tie 2 to 4 arcs to this. 1 build, the skill you'll improve by 1 notch. Place 1 arc midweek. 1 maintain, essential upkeep, finances, inbox 0 slice, family admin. Batch it to 1 afternoon. This triad prevents overreach and aligns dopamine with real effort. Write them where you'll see them before every ignition. Buffering is how you avoid derailments. Add firebreak blocks, 30-minute white space windows after meetings or context-heavy work. No novelty in these. Run the 3-minute reset, quick review of the next ignition cue, and water. Also add white space windows between arcs on heavy days, 5 minutes minimum of body-first resets. These are not rewards, they're bridges that protect state. Your Friday audit closes the loop. 10 minutes, 3 checks, HRV trend versus last Friday, average initiation latency on first arcs, cravings per hour in 2 measured blocks. If HRV is flat or up, starts are quicker and cravings are down or stable, keep your dosing. If HRV fell and latency stretched, cut one stressor next week, add an extra downshift, and simplify Thursday's load. Adjust, don't judge. Let me show you exactly how to schedule a clean week. Sunday reset. Pick your 1 deep, 1 build, 1 maintain. Block 2 to 4 arcs moan, 2 AM, 1 arc wed AM, 1 arc fry AM. Place zone 2 wed PM and sat optional. VO 2 Thurs PM only if sleep was good. Add 2 daily downshifts and your 2-step evening downshift to the calendar as repeating events. Daily start, light, protein, 3-minute reset, open the file for ignition 1. Write, I choose to because, on a sticky with your reason for today. Midday, run the second downshift before switching gears. Afternoon, admin, meetings, or low cognitive tasks. If a meeting spikes you, do a 90-second near-far gaze and 4 slow exhales before touching your inbox. Minimum viable momentum lives inside this OS. On messy days, your rescue ladder is 30 seconds to set the workspace, 2 minutes to open and stage the materials, then 13-minute ignition. That counts as a win. It preserves the circuit and your streak. Remember, streak equals ignitions completed, not perfect days. Guardrails keep the week humane. No stacking stress. Never pair VO2 with a heavy deep work day and a cold finish. No novelty between arcs. Save it for a planned window after work. No heroics on bad sleep days. 1 ignition and stabilize anchors only. And never compare your HRV to anyone else's. Your trend is your truth. A quick micro story. A junior PM I coached adopted this OS. She moved deep work to moan, 2 mornings, added fire breaks after stand-ups, kept zone 2 on Wednesdays, and posted a 5-minute Friday learn. In 2 weeks, HRV flattened upward, initiation latency halved, and she stopped doom scrolling between tasks. Same job, safer rails. Run this OS for 2 weeks. You'll feel steadier, starts will shrink, and your evenings will quiet down. Next up, we'll bolt on minimum viable momentum, so forward motion is guaranteed even on chaotic days.